Hello, everybody. This is Jessica Simone with Harmony Med Spa, back for another Let's Talk. I want to welcome our guest, Chanda White.
Thank
you so much for coming.
I'm very excited about it.
Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Chanda White. I am Chief Energy Officer of MagiCore Energy Coaching. And basically, that is just a real fancy title for saying life coach.
Nice.
But I hate the term life coach.
Yeah.
So energy coach it is.
I like the sound energy coach. We all need a little energy magic.
And I work with people's energy, so
Yes.
it's only appropriate.
So when you say to someone who's never really heard these terms, energy coach, or even what energy is, can you tell the audience a little bit more about what that means to you and how you help people with their energy?
Yeah, well, unknowingly, we show up every single day with different levels of energy. And what we have been taught is there's levels 1 all the way up to level 7. Level 7 is basically reserved for Buddhas, right? You're so aloof because you're so outside of this world, you're basically untouchable. But it's a level. And
Nice.
some people show up like that all the time. So what I do is I work with people's energy levels from 1 all the way up to 7, 1 being the most catabolic, which basically means that catabolic and anabolic energies are not good or bad, but it especially catabolic, it will catapult you to do something. So it's a protective energy,
Okay.
but it's also there to get you to do something, right? It'll get you to move, get you to take action.
Motivation.
So, exactly. So like level 2, for instance, if you show up with level 2 energy, you may have some anger issues, you may have some frustration, but that might protect you from something else, something more. So what I do is I help people, if they want to level up their energies, I help them where they are to get to where they want to be. And then we work through all of the traumas and triggers and stuff that's setting them back inside so that they can, basically be as prosperous as they need to, as, if they want to, like I said earlier today, level up at work or even in relationships. I can help basically anyone with anything.
Yeah, so it sounds like the term energy, just for people who are not really familiar, is kind of attributed to a lot of things: personality,
Absolutely,
memories, lifestyle, behaviors, all of that kind of wrapped up into energy. And we can use it to work for us, or we can use it against ourselves. How do you go about determining what energy I have versus someone else?
It's really basically how you show up, right? So it's how you present yourself, but it's also in the words and the phrases that you use.
Okay, language.
Yes, absolutely. So if I say, oh man, I'm so frustrated, it's obvious to me what level of energy you're in. And sometimes it's a little bit harder to diagnose and to figure out. But for the most part, it's a little bit easy, because obviously I've been doing it for a while now. Yeah. But it's easier to figure out what someone's energy level is. And then from there, say they come in as a level 2, which I've talked about, and they want to go up to level 5. How are we going to get there? So we talk about the steps we need to do to get to that level 5 energy, because that's how this person wants to show up more often than not.
Okay.
So we have level 1 to level 7 all day long, and we're in and out of those levels all day long. And it's very unnoticeable to the average person. But for someone who studies it, it's very obvious, like, oh, I feel this energy now. And you know what to look for. You know what your own triggers are, or your own ideations about it.
I think it's really nice that you help people connect with their energy. It's a little kind of a wide concept, but a very basic concept, like you said. I think we're all really kind of use energy. I could see somebody saying mood swing,
Yeah.
but I guess,
But that's an energy.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's an energy. So you help people kind of use it for more of their positive
I try to. So
motivations.
I do. I absolutely do. I want to see people in more anabolic space.
Yes.
Absolutely, all day, every day. However, if I have someone that comes to me and they are sitting in level 2 energy and they want to sit in level 2 energy, I'm going to do what the client wants to do. Because at the end of the day, it's what they want.
Yes.
However, if they want to level up and out of that, we're going to get to that point. And it might take 1 session. It might take 6 months.
Yeah.
You just don't know, because there's a lot of things that go into, fixing yourself from the inside out.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
That's
not,
what we do here at Harmony all the time.
You know this.
Yes.
It's not a one-time thing. It's not,
yeah.
Especially like, let's talk about your skincare. I can't come in one time, get one facial and be like, yes,
I
I'm
hit
good
the
for the
mark.
rest of my life.
Yes.
You can't do it.
You have to do everything is routine.
Right.
Whether it be your hormones, your weight loss, your skincare, your energy, whatever it is, it's a commitment.
Absolutely.
And the more committed you are, the better results that you're going to get. Absolutely.
And so for what I do, it's a commitment to yourself. If you want to be a better human being. If you want to, like I had mentioned earlier in our meeting today, if you want to level up your career, if you want to get into like a leadership position, but something is holding you back. And a lot of times with those guys, it's confidence.
Yeah.
So we work on your confidence.
Yeah.
You know, not saying that's all the time, but a lot of the time that's what it is. Like, I'm not confident enough to step into a leadership role, so I'm not.
Yeah.
But what is holding you back?
Yeah.
Because there's an inner trauma or an inner trigger that's holding you back from reaching that next step of greatness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds great to me. Sign me up.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So I want to thank you so much again for coming.
Thank
love
you. I love
learning
this.
about all this cool and innovative things that I can collaborate with my community partners to
Yes.
help my patients. There's a lot of things that we do here at Harmony Med Spa, and there's a lot of things that we can reach out to our community colleagues to get everybody at their optimum state, which is something I just love. I know you do too. So
Well, and what's awesome is that you get everybody's physical health to an optimum state, right? And I can help with the mental aspect of it. So they literally can be level 7 all day long if they want.
all day, level
You know?
7.
All day, every day. Let's
sign
do
me
it.
up.
Right.
So I think it's important that, we mentioned, these are, this is not a new philosophy. There's been a lot of data
This has been around
on
since 1999.
psychological challenges for people that add to behavior disruptions. When you focus on these behaviors and these categories of behaviors, instead of focusing on how to work through them, you stay stuck in those diagnostic criteria.
Yes.
And that is medicine, that is therapy for life, and not necessarily does everybody achieve the wellness that they're looking for. I think what you
It's
do,
very rare.
yeah.
Yeah.
What you do is kind of, you take the science behind that and you talk to people about energy or attitude.
Right.
Right?
By the end of this month, actually probably by the middle of this month now, I will be a master practitioner. So basically I will be certified to give, it's a energy leadership index assessment. And basically what that is it's very similar to Hogan's, DISC, Myers-Briggs. So with those being behavioral, this one's attitudinal.
Perfect.
And it's very cool to actually take more than once. So you take it today.
Okay.
And then a year from now, after you decide, I do want to work with a coach. I do want to, change the way I show up in the world.
Okay.
I do want to do some personal development, AKA be a better person, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do all this work. And then when you take it a year later, it's shocking to see the differences between who you were and who you are now.
Yeah.
Just by getting out there and doing the work.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And whatever that work is to you. Because everybody, the way they need to develop personally, professionally is completely different.
Everybody has different priorities. So
Exactly.
I think, what's important to you in a leadership role may not be important to me in a leadership role.
Right.
So I think finding that individual niche to try to help them find what they believe
Right.
is a strong priority for themselves
Yes.
is very important. Because you can take all the Tony Robbins, right?
Yep.
Those are great. I'm not at all,
Because they're
criticizing
highly
them.
motivational.
They're truly motivational. And they work for mass crowds,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
they may not work for that one individual that really finds a different priority level on their own showing up in their life.
Well, and I went to IPEC, and IPEC's, motto is raising the consciousness one person at a time. So that's basically just hits on what you just said. Yeah. So it is a person by person by person basis. I do, actually coach groups as well and teams. However, even inside those groups and teams, you're doing the work individually.
Absolutely.
So you and I, Hayden, everybody in your office, we can sit and we can do a group coaching session. And you and I could be talking the entire time, but everyone's getting something different out of that they can take back
Oh, absolutely.
and infiltrate into their own life. So it's a very cool concept. But I know you spoke about niches, and I just want to tell you what my 4 are. And you guys.
Perfect.
So I do a lot of integrative coaching, and I love this. And this is a space that I truly did want to be in when I started coaching. So integrative means, so I'm working with a nonprofit organization that works with veterans who, have all the ailments.
Absolutely.
And obviously being a vet myself, I understand those ailments. But mostly these guys, it's a lot of physical stuff, but mostly it's PTSD. We don't like to say that, but
Absolutely.
it is what it is. And so we help integrate them prior to and after their experience. And what they do is they are put into a retreat or a program to help heal them with the use of psychedelic meds.
Oh.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I help integrate them before and I help integrate them after. So get ready for it. And then what happens after? Mm-hmm. And it's a very cool experience to watch them grow.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? And to, heal themselves.
Where are the programs that so you work before the treatment and after the treatment?
Yes.
Where are they going for the treatment?
So it really depends.
Okay.
So they can potentially go to Peru, they can go to Jamaica, they can go to Mexico. None of them are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all, in the obviously in completely different countries where actually this medicine originated.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
So they're in like the home state, so to speak, of where they really can get the most beneficial treatment available through these retreats.
Yeah, I know the clinical data on the psychedelics in this country has been long studied and has been classified as a non-use medication for the United States.
Right.
Which necessarily doesn't mean that there wasn't benefit to it. It just means, I think, the risks that they occurred during their clinical trials were just a little bit too great for our government to approve.
Right.
So I'm really excited to hear the clinical data that will be coming out of those therapies.
Yes.
Because working with PTSD is very, very challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we've hit the top of our treatment modalities in this country yet.
Oh, I don't even think we've touched it.
Yeah, so that'd be really interesting. And how do you do that? How do you prepare them for that treatment?
Well, they prepare themselves.
Okay.
But it's basically what happens between a coach and a client is a conversation. Mm-hmm. That's really all it is. But it's a conversation around energy, again, how you want to show up, what things you may want to change in your life, what things you love, but it's what you want to focus on. So it's different with every single person, every single time.
Yeah.
So there's no one fits all for this.
Yeah, there's no one fits all for anybody.
There isn't. No,
never.
No. And you're going to know that. I mean, obviously, even with just the skincare alone, not one facial fits all people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all skincare regimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Same with everything.
Right. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that's excellent.
Yeah. So that's one of them.
Okay.
And like I said, I
four,
do.
so.
Yeah. I also really enjoy doing the group coaching aspect of it too, because even though I may only be talking to one or two people during that time, everyone is getting something from it. And then after that fact, we can all talk and, okay, how did that resonate for you? What happened? What came up? And then we go through and we talk about everything that happened individually outside of that group.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's very cool.
Yeah.
There's that. And then what I've noticed is, and I see it everywhere, is there's a lot of people in this world, especially after the last couple of years, people are really struggling to find their purpose.
Yeah.
Life purpose or the lack of is huge. And I do help people who are in that space, who are struggling to get through that.
I think
to find their purpose.
The change in our economy, the change in our whole lives after the pandemic did a lot of things to people socially and economically.
Absolutely.
And it changed people's whole life plan.
It did.
Took them by surprise. Me too.
Yeah.
So I think that's really awesome.
It surprised people, and a lot of people who, used to go into the office every day now work from home every day. And because they do that, their whole thought process has changed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I don't have to do this, or, what is it that I should be doing?
Yeah.
They have a lot more of those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
That's
you still
3.
have number 4.
And then the fourth one is leadership or executive.
Okay.
So I work with, those people who are already in leadership roles, or those people who are looking to level up to a leadership role, but they might have something that's holding them back. And then execs, I work with execs as well. And a lot of, I noticed the executive space, they really love the ELI, which is that Energy Leadership Index.
Yeah.
They love that because it's something tangible that they can look at and say, here's me.
Yeah. And here's where I want to go.
Right.
Zoom right up to the top.
Yeah, exactly. Here's how I show up, and this is what I want to do with this information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I have 4 niches, however you want to say it, but I truly can't help anyone. It's just if our energy aligns.
Absolutely.
Because I want to work with people who want to work with me.
Yeah, that sounds good. I want to work with people that want to work with me.
And if for whatever reason we don't get along, I can't even tell you how many other coaches I know that I can easily refer you to that maybe you guys would be a better fit.
That's a really good thing because, it doesn't have to be a negative thing that you don't jive together.
No, absolutely not. And I still want you to get the care that you're looking for.
Absolutely.
I want everyone to eat. I truly want to make sure, and I want to help everyone that I can as long as I can.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I love it.
Yeah.
So
thank you. Yeah.
I love having you as a colleague in a community.
Absolutely.
I enjoy having that referral. So if my clients need something that you can offer, I feel very confident referring them to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. I want to thank you again. Thank you so much. It was such a joy to have you. And if you want to learn more about Chanda White, her information is in the bio. You can look at her Instagram, or if you want to give them a number to call or your website, you can do that now.
Yeah, so call me or text me. I answer to both, 716-319-8617. Go Buffalo, go Bills.
Thank you.